Well, good morning. It's about 4:30 in the morning. You can hear it in my voice and see it in my hair. I'm standing out at my apartment in Las Vegas and about to head to the airport to go to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I'm going to do a vacation with Vacaya in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. It's a complete buyout of the Hard Rock Hotel there, and I've never been to a buyout. I've never been to an all-gay vacation buyout with Vacaya, so I'm going to try to give you an honest review of Vacaya, Puerto Vallarta, which I've been to before, but not to the Hard Rock in Puerto Vallarta, and give you a complete review of all of that. We'll see how gay it really is and how much fun it really is. So join me in this windy day in Las Vegas as we head out. At the airport in Las Vegas, made it through TSA without any issues. Of course, I have TSA Pre and TSA Touchless and Global Entry. So if you are traveling a lot, get Global Entry. It comes with TSA Pre, and then you can just sign up for the TSA Touchless, which means you just stand on this little green dot that camera looks at your face and they let you go right in. So I have a friend who's traveling with me, and he's still stuck in the regular TSA line, so it's more than worth it. We'll hit you up when we land in Puerto Vallarta. Well, we made it to Puerto Vallarta. In the airport right now, just got off the plane. Really decent flight, easy going, and we are now going to traverse through this airport and make our way to a cab after customs, and then on to the Hard Rock, where we'll finally check in. I see my partner here. So we made it to the Hard Rock. As you can see behind me, we're at Vacaya at the Hard Rock. Check-in was exceptional, super friendly people, awesome people, just from the moment we got out of the cab all the way to finding our room and getting checked in. It's been phenomenal already, so I have to give it to them on that. We got wristbands, got some luggage tags, got t-shirts. They've been really doing a great job. And it's not very crowded yet here at the Hard Rock, but as you can see behind me, the views are great. The setup is good. There's going to be a party at 5:30. So I'm really excited about this. I was a little apprehensive, to be honest with you, about the whole situation. I've never really done like a whole gay party scene thing. And I don't mind bars, but I'm not big into the gay party scene. But this has been phenomenal so far. It's only day one. Our room is up there behind me. You can say way up. Oh, I can't do my finger. It's way up there behind me. And we've got a balcony with great views of everything. So I'll report back as we go. The night is just beginning. There's going to be a party at 5:30 to welcome everybody, and we'll get you all the shots. Standing on the beach here at the Hard Rock, trying to walk in the sand and stand on the beach. But look at this, really nice place. So for Vacaya to pick this place was actually exceptional. I give them kudos for that. It's really nice. From the beach, it's beautiful. And it's right on the ocean. Or if you prefer, like me, not the beach, but swimming pools. There are plenty of pools. I can't wait to walk along this beach tomorrow. So Vacaya has like a ton of pools. Well, not Vacaya, but Hard Rock has a bunch of pools, and some are clothing optional, like the pool behind me that I'm being very cautious about actually showing. Right there, we'll stop right there. The clothing optional pools, but right now no one's in it, so I feel fine showing it. And it's kind of cool that there's clothing optional pools here. It's a little funky. We'll see tomorrow how clothing optional it is. Tonight, there's a couple of people there. Anyway, they have been wonderful again. I'm loving Vacaya. They just sent out a WhatsApp text telling you about the whole lineup for tonight. There's a party, and then there's dinner, there's cocktail receptions and everything. So far, they're getting a big thumbs up, or a big 10 out of 10 for everything they're doing. So this is the exterior of the Hard Rock from across the street. And walking in, this is where Vacaya is stationed, or Camp Vacaya, I'm understanding is not what we call it. And this is how you get in from the street the street surface, the street level. Pretty nondescript on the outside, actually, but pretty nice on the inside. And the lobby as you walk in to the Hard Rock. This place is kind of nice. Not so nondescript like the outside. Front desk is over here. Restaurants, bars, the buffet, and then shops and things are down that corridor. This has become our go-to bar, although everything's included here, so it doesn't matter where you go. But we kind of hang out at this one because it has some TVs in it with sports on it, and it's kind of a big bar where they do events and things. And it's party time at Vacaya, so I have to admit they do a really good job of like keeping things going throughout the day. Like lots of parties going on or events taking place all throughout the day. And here's an example of that, right on the ocean, right in the terrace. Really good day.
A vicious queen and an evil queen. A vicious queen will say, "Are you going to wear that?" And an evil queen will say, "You look fabulous." Thank you. I
love you. So it's the last day here in Hard Rock, at the Hard Rock, with Camp Vacaya in Puerto Vallarta, actually in Puerto Nairat, which is outside of Puerto Vallarta, but in a great little area. Went out the other day to explore it a little bit. Nice restaurants in the city, and there's a whole restaurant row area on a boulevard not far from here. At any rate, everyone's leaving now. They're all departing and getting out, and I thought I'd give you a couple of ideas or a sense of my feelings on Camp Vacaya and what it's like being here. First, so well organized. It's a good group of people. When you arrive, it's well organized. When you're here, it's well organized. The events are nice, and I give them big kudos for that. Very nicely done and well organized committee. I don't know how the staff is at other properties, because this is the first time I've ever done Camp Vacaya or Vacaya vacation, but the folks here at the Hard Rock Hotel could not have been better. They were awesome people all the way, from the bartenders to the waiters to the host staff to check-in to room service to room maintenance when you had an issue. They were great all around. So kudos to the Hard Rock. It was a great choice, and they're coming back next year, but next door to a different property called Unico or Unoco. Great little property next door. But I think the staff here was phenomenal. Vacaya did a great job of paying attention to detail. It was wonderful having them do the little sign on my door for my birthday, and then actually adding balloons later on my actual birthday. They also sent me up a cupcake that had happy birthday on it, as well as a bottle of champagne. So attention to detail and knowing your guests, they did an awesome job with that. I give them big kudos for that, and I really appreciated it. I think you will too. If you go on a Vacaya vacation, you'll appreciate that attention to detail. So, Vacaya is extremely open to sexual expression, overt and not overt. I don't know what it would be, undercover, I don't know. But they do have the red light district here, and people actively participate in it. I watched people from my balcony going in groups to that place. I did not go because I was here with a partner, a new partner. So we didn't go there and partake in that. But in my single days, I may have. So for those who are willing to express your sexuality in an open way and want to have others around you that do the same, it was very good for that. And so I give them kudos again for being open to an expression, and not only open to it, but allowing it to happen in a safe environment. And also really supportive of the community. So Vacaya is it's a group of gay and lesbian folks. I don't know everyone's sexuality, of course, but it didn't appear to me outwardly that anyone was straight, but they hire a lot of great people and really support the gay and lesbian community. Matter of fact, gay, lesbian, and then beyond community. So I give kudos again to Vacaya for a really good job on that. One thing that wasn't so good for me is the very last night, which was last night, they closed all the restaurants in the resort and only had a big buffet dinner. It affected me only because we left the property and went and had dinner somewhere else. I'm not into buffets. I'm not into big group dinners. And it's my own personal choice. But to have closed all the restaurants in the hotel and kind of make it so that you have to go to that dinner or you have to go out. And we saw other people going out too that didn't want to partake in a Mexican buffet. I'm not big on buffets in the first place, and then a Mexican buffet on top of that I didn't want to do. So we went into the city and had an awesome meal at a restaurant called Trattoria or something like that. And it was really good. But I didn't appreciate them closing all the restaurants. I think we should have kept that as a choice for those who didn't want to attend that family dinner. And since Vacaya seems to all be about choices and openness to choices, I was a little taken back by that they would kind of force you to go to this dinner and not give you choices, which is what we're all about, choices. The other thing, we're right on the ocean, yet almost no activities took place on the ocean. There was one sandcastle building activity for the bunkhouses, and that was on the ocean, but there are no other activities on the ocean. You could go out there by yourself or with friends, of course, lay in the beach or play volleyball, but Vacaya did not plan a thing to take place on the ocean. I just found that kind of strange since you booked an ocean fronting property. Lots of things took place at the pool. There was a bonfire on the beach, kinda, with s'mores, and that was nice, but it was not really taking place on the ocean during the day when there could have been other ocean activities. So one thing that got me here is it appeared that everyone who was here, if you're single, you were single, but if you were a couple, you were in an open relationship. There was a dance where people were green, yellow, and red. Red signifying, I guess, that you're closed everything. Green being open everything, and yellow, I'm not sure, I guess you pick and choose. I'm not a really good, like up to the moment gay guy. I'm a pretty conservative gay guy. I went to the dance. I didn't know what the colors meant until someone explained it to us. But it just seemed that everyone here, or the great majority of people here, were here for hookups. Whether they're couples or not, it seemed like that. And I came with a new partner, and we're not here for hookups, and we're both kind of on the conservative side of the gay spectrum, I guess. I don't really know what to call it, but we kind of felt left out. I shouldn't say left out. We chose to be left out because we're not going to partake in that, and we did our own thing, and we had an awesome time. But that's because we chose to do our own thing, and we didn't depend on the activities that were taking place here at the Hard Rock Resort or the activities that Vacaya had planned. We went to some. If they weren't for us, which was the vast majority of things, we just went off and did our own thing, and that was great. But just know, if you're coming on this, it's kind of a hookup party, and that was a little different for me. I wasn't quite ready for that. Okay, the last not so good thing, and this was a big thing for me. I'm a conservative gay guy. Not conservative politically, but conservative in my life and my lifestyle, my choices. I don't hook up. I don't go out to the bathhouses. I have a new boyfriend, so we're just starting new and we're developing our relationship. I didn't feel totally included here. Now, that could be some of my own choices, and I readily admit to that. We chose not to do some of the things here, but they weren't our vibe, so we didn't do that. Bear in mind, if you're coming to a Vacaya, and maybe it's different on some of the others, the ship or some other places they go, that if you're kind of a conservative coupled guy or in a couple relationship and on the conservative side, I don't know that this is for you, or it wasn't for us, certainly. And although I appreciated what Vacaya did, it wasn't my vibe at all. And I chose not to do most of it. I'm not into drag. I'm not into caftans and wearing things and doing sissy walks. And I'm not into some of the other scheduled events that they had during the day. Matter of fact, one of them even said that cisgendered men should respect this room and this place and not go into it. And that kind of put me off right away. It's like, if you're going to be all inclusive, well, then don't be exclusive to guys like me. Or maybe I should have just done a better job and researched this more before I chose to come along and understood better that it's not as inclusive to kind of conservative cisgendered guys. It's more inclusive to the other spectrum of LGBTQ, whatever, and know that. So that was disappointing to me, and I probably will not do another Vacaya vacation because of that. You'll make your own choices when you do it, but I want this to be a real honest review about my feelings and how I approach things here, and how I excluded myself from some things here, and how I included myself into things here that maybe I wouldn't have done otherwise. But it wasn't my vibe. It wasn't what I like in life and like in my sexual life. So bear that in mind. Just know that before you come. And I think if you're open to a lot of things or on the different ends of the spectrum, not so conservative. I hate using that term because everyone thinks that means I'm a Republican and a Trump supporter. Not the case in the least. It's just I'm a conservative guy. If you are too, it's probably not for you.